Hello and welcome, I'm Ruijven, and today on Valheim Mod Reviews, I am taking a look at the mod NorseDemigods by the creator Alpus. First, shout out to Magpie who reached out to me on a previous video to suggest this mod. As always, I love getting suggestions and learning about new mods, and I look forward to your recommendations in the comments down below. NorseDemigods allows you to play as a daughter or son of Odin, taking on the powers of the Aesir. It adds unique classes with magic, spells, abilities, items, and playstyles. It actually just came out of early access and is now in beta testing phase, which means there may be some bugs and kinks in the gameplay, but don't let that stop you from testing this one out. The difficulty level of this mod is pretty simple. Go to the Thunderstore website to download the mod and drop it in your Bepenix plugin folder. You do need Jotun Library updated to minimize any issues, which can also be found in the Thunderstore. Another action recommended by the creator is to put all the downloaded files in a folder inside your Bepenix plugins. I titled my folder NorseDemigods, and everything worked out just fine while I tested this mod. I will say the most difficult thing I found was learning the skills and abilities. None are really standard gameplay, so it's a brand new level. The other issue I ran into was modifying the keybinds, which I highly encourage you to do, either in the config file or in the configuration manager in the game. I don't run the default keybinds, so it took a few minutes to untangle that one. As far as updates and support, this will be updated often due to the beta testing, and there's a lot of support documents on the Thunderstore website, GitHub, and by joining the Discord link. Does it uphold the game theme and integrity? Yeah, I think so. It's based on the Aesir, the Norse gods, their lore and stories. So yeah, it completely fits in. Aside from creepy Odin stalkers and Thor riding the lightning, I'm actually surprised we haven't seen more of the Aesir before this. Is the mod balanced? Well, as you can see it in action, sort of not really. In fact, Alpus has several suggestions in his information on how to make it more balanced. Alpus did integrate some great cooldowns on abilities and limitations based on resources needed to level up your demigod. Some other game mechanics embedded to challenge the player are energy meters for your powers, the food limitations, limited infused pieces, and your demigod skill level is capped according to your boss progression. If this isn't enough for you, you could also modify the config files or just slide that Valheim combat level to hard or very hard. Then again, if you're trying to play as a Norse demigod, you're not satisfied with the normal everyday anyway. Go be a hero and have fun. I would use this mod mostly for PvE, as it does have some really great mechanics like modifying stamina regen, double jumping, item weight levels, and more. My daughter and I loaded up for a PvP match. You can tell our skills need a little work, but it was a lot of fun. The only downside I really noticed was the pets did not attack during the match. For compatibility, of course it works on my own solo world. I was also successful running it on our hosted server. My tip and suggestion: set up your hotkeys or mouse and get accustomed to the abilities. It is a learning adjustment. I tested everything at a skill level 40 and mostly bronze armor and weapons. I also recommend starting a new character for a clean restart, and so you can play through the natural progression of the demigod abilities. I can tell this mod is on a great path. The planning, execution, animations, graphics, and all the pieces are coming together. I'm happy to stamp this with Odin's approval, and I'm really excited to see how this mod develops in the future. Thanks again for the suggestion, Magpie, and thank you to Alpus for developing this mod. Until next time, happy adventuring.